Shanti. Adopt the personality of spiritual royalty and purity. Purify the household of your body. The first household of each of you is the household of your body. Then there is the household of your bodily relations. So, you first have to purify the household of your body, your physical organs. Until you purify the household of your body, you will not be able to purify the household of your bodily relations, whether limited or unlimited. So, first of all, ask yourself whether you have made the household of your body, your thoughts, intellect, eyes, and lips, spiritual and pure. Only such pure souls are great souls. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today's date 28. Adopt the personality of spiritual royalty and purity. Today's topic: purify the household of your body. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. Everyone is okay? Yes, okay. Every day, whatever Baba says, if we do our homework, even if little bit, not even 100%, you will feel okay. Not only as okay, but better and better. In Hindi, we say acha. Then they say bahut acha. Very good. So we have to always feel very good. And Dadi Gulzar is talking about Maya finds entry where there is weakness. Right? So she gave example of the mouse that even if it's big size and the hole is very small, but still squeezes itself and will enter. So Maya also knows from where to enter. Maya is where somewhere your enthusiasm get lost, your courage, your aim. Of course, some of the lack of powers, but some of the traces of vices. But then in the end, what we call generally Maya is illusion. Because Maya really doesn't have any personality or figure or anything. But it's just like you know, lot of things I find these days are misunderstandings, If we are able to understand situation, each other, everything, really there is no problem, right? But we hold to whatever I think is right? But Baba says, we both are right, we both have to be right. And another thing they call it deception, Bhranti. It doesn't exist, but you believe that way. Very subtly, illusion and deception is really what they call it as Maya. So we have to become the conqueror of Maya. We are conqueror of vices, but we have to become conqueror of Maya. Ravan we have conquered, right? But traces are there. says, purify the household of your body or family of your body. The first household of each of you is the household of your body. Then there is the household of your bodily relationships. So Baba says, so you first have to purify the household of your body, your physical organs. Baba says, until you purify the household of your body, until you purify the household of your body, you will not be able to purify the household of your bodily relations, whether limited or unlimited. So first of all, ask yourself whether you have made the household of your body, your thoughts, your intellect, your eyes, your lips, spiritual and pure. Make them spiritual and pure. Only such pure souls are considered to be the great souls. So, every part of the body, Baba says, should be very pure and spiritual. Because purity is okay, you are free from vices, but spirituality is the fragrance, the sparkle of purity, they say. So what is sparkle? What is that fragrance that we used to look at Brahma Baba and you could just feel, that purity and fragrance of purity. And you don't feel any bodily, like vibrations. And they were very pure, they were very subtle, very powerful. So our personality of purity should also be very sparkling, very clean, very honest, right? So that's what Baba wants us to do as our homework for today. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Didi.
Om Shanti.
I thank you for this opportunity to be here to chat with you. While you were doing the Hindi session, and also now you kind of repeated this, you mentioned about that connection between purity and spiritual, and you gave the reference of there are many Mahatma saints who actually remain pure, or they make a lot of difficult effort, and to control their senses and become pure. Here it is more than that, where there is purity, but spirituality has to be there. So I really like this connection that you're making. It's not just purity, but actually it has to be spiritual. And then you said that how our thinking, if I'm pure, then that means my mind is quiet. I don't have to think too much. So my question to you is, what's your advice for some of us who think too much? Not because we want to think too much. It's just perhaps an habit that has become part of our life, where maybe it's an education, you analyze, because in the school we are taught to think, we are taught to analyze, we are taught to, split and understand what is this, what is that, but in spirituality we don't have to do all of that. So what's your suggestion for us to move from thinking too much to actually not thinking?
The time and the thoughts are like our treasures. No? even our intellect. So, okay, you have to do whatever is there, you have to resolve or get the right suggestions. We should do it, but then once you know you have done it, but we keep thinking, right? But what I do generally, I say now, just have good wishes, remember Baba, give good vibrations, and let's see what's in drama and what happens. So, because I remember many, many years ago, 30, 40 years ago, like you do something and say, did I do right or not? Brahma Baba, when he finished his Murli, he was walking to his room. Whatever Baba had to say, whatever Baba said last Kalpa, Baba said now. And then finished, now forward. Not repeating for us like we have given a lecture, or there was a time that we will think, oh, I have missed that point, I should have said this, There was a time, but since I heard this, Baba said it, sometimes I feel that what I said, maybe it could have been better words, but I don't worry or don't think. I said it had to. And then I just send good vibrations that if there is anything which was not right, or that person didn't like it, or caused sorrow or something, but I just send a lot of good wishes instead of keep thinking, now what to do, now what to do. You can't undo anything. It's got ordained, and it was ordained. So using drama, just use Mansa Seva also. Because a lot of things can be done by conversations and all that. But there are a lot of very subtle things which I think needs more vibrations and good wishes. And so combination of that, then, I don't know, because I know last night I was there until 10:30. People were keep saying, keep talking, and like your head gets very full. But then I just internally became so quiet, silent, and I call it sweet silence. I have to be in silence. I was so happy but there was a time where one can keep thinking. So, but this Brahma Baba's example helped me a lot, and I always say, we did it, our best we did it, and now we can do better. Instead of going back, and thinking it shouldn't be like that, shouldn't be like that. So that's the yukti I use, value our treasures, and because some people unnecessarily, they keep thinking, and I say, but that's it. No, you have to, after you have done whatever best you can do, and then just 2 months of seva, for whether a soul or a situation, and right?
Shanti, it's working great. We've had the opportunity and blessing to be with you in the evenings this week, from 7 to 7:30, and I've chosen to follow some of the guidance that we got. And I'm not sure if it's regular, but they have indicated that the doors were going to be locked at 7 o'clock if we didn't come on time. And very inspiring, and worked for me. I hope others had that also. And want to try to communicate to those who aren't in the room how special this is. That 7 to 7:30 meditation with the group in the room with you, creating that vibration and being a part of that. It's been a highlight. And this week,
I will continue.
Why not?
Every evening I will be here.
Okay.
Every evening.
Yeah.
There is no reason, because if there are 100 and more 60 coming. It's a big family, no? And
It's a big family. And if you are here, it will grow more. They will keep coming.
Baba will be happy with us.
And you have also shared some of your thoughts between 7 and 7:30 in the meditation this week.
Today I wanted silence.
Today was silence. That was planned, that was your thought. Is it possible that when we speak or give commentaries, that is actually interrupting our silence? Is that always beneficial? I know sometimes it's nice to float on other people's words, kind of hear that and think about that. But sometimes it's chatter, and it's nice just to have the silence. Is it possible to think too much during meditation, or doing a commentary?
No, what do you all think? Does it sometimes help, or it should be silence all the time?
I think it helps sometimes, so that we all can be in the same wavelength.
Okay, yeah, I don't.
But also I found a lot of new ones, young ones, and some little definitions, clarity, which doesn't come just through giving a talk, but in meditation. Yes?
There's a hand up over
mic.
there.
Somebody saying something.
Thank you. Commentaries are great, but Didi, when you're here, we only need the silence.
The song was very nice as a setup at the beginning. So, something at the beginning, whether it's words but it doesn't need, in my experience, all the time. So something there to kind of push you off or give you a little boost, and then kind of coast on that and feel that. So tonight was very nice, I thought.
One thing can be done is just a thought that today we will all be concentrating on something.
Bring it together.
So that collective vibration, that can be done that way. Not like
That's fine.
Full commentary, but...
So we will have an experience for the next week while you're here of a variety of these things. Super.
So what is your suggestion? Or
My suggestion is for you to have that thought of what you want to share as an experience, and whether the music that's played at the beginning is sufficient, or you want to add a few words, and then do the same thing you did last Kalpa.
So what's your question?
Not sure there's a question in all of that. But did you enjoy the meditation tonight?
Very, very good.
Me too.
Because it's like when you are in silence, connecting with Baba, I feel connected with the whole universe, and it's like you feel that the vibrations are going all over and it's touching nature. It's like, very good feelings, and that in silence we can do a lot.
So Didi, we have heard the stories from you and the Dadis, how during Brahma Baba and Mama's time, every night they used to have the court, and in that everyone was encouraged to share, whether it is from their side or somebody else's side, how things went, if there any mistake that happened, and they openly share, and Baba and Mama give teachings. And then during Dadi's times, if someone went and shared some problem with somebody else, and if the other person shared the same thing with the person who complained, then Dadis would invite both of them to come and then sort out the issues. Now, let's say if I have a complaint about Eric Bhai to you, that I don't understand him, and let's say he comes and complains to you that I have some problem with me. So would you invite both of us for the conversation? Or would you talk to each one separately? I guess where I'm going with this question is, if as instruments at the center we do hear people, let's say one complaining about other one, another one complaining about this one, they both have stories. And it seems like both stories are very valid. How do we draw conclusions of making everybody work together? Should we bring them together or deal with them separately?
For when they were 14 years in Tapasya, that time, night time, there used to be court. But when they come to Madhuvan, then night class was more asking for well-being and Mama will come, is everyone okay and all that. What Dadi Gulzar wanted was not that she doesn't want to repeat what you said for this brother or this brother said for you. So she said, if you really want, then say to that person directly. That means she won't say it. So whole thing was that Dadi, through her mouth, didn't want it to say anything for anyone. Right? So because they have sanskar, conflict or whatever it is, but Dadi doesn't have anything, no? In the sense of. So in that story, what I see more. But it could be when if it's not confrontation, otherwise it will also become more sore. Relationship, distance, and argument, and which is not also healthy, because we try to avoid that confrontation also. So, yeah, it depends on in different situations, different ways. Because I could live with anyone with a conflict because I am seeing that soul as instrument of Baba. You know, Gayatri and I have lived for how many years, Gayatri? 50 years. From day one, we are two different beings, right? And lot of times I really didn't agree, I'm just saying it. But I always thought, she's Baba's child, Baba has chosen her, she's Baba's instrument. So never thought that we can't be together. This morning I was thinking at least 20 young sisters had come to me from age of 18 to Gayatri when came was 26, Bhumi came was 21, right? Or 19. Many, many young ones. All these sisters. And when, what's was your age when you came? 20. Kamla is here. Anjani has gone. But there are many, many. Uma, when she came, she was. And they, I never I just thought they have come to Baba. Their life should be successful. I always feel Baba has chosen this one to be instrument. I cannot. I have to support. These days I just have this thought for everyone. Whatever they are, everyone doing their best, they're working hard. So I support whatever way I could support, But I don't know why these days people are not able to adopt and look at each one both as instruments of God. And Baba has chosen, and I think I have never asked anyone for any reason. We never separated, So I have and that is why I was thinking that expansion which we have in New York. Let's say Kalaben is here or someone is in Queens or New Jersey, And Seetal Ben came, then Parul Ben was 16 when I met her in Dallas. Pravina introduced me. And I always, until now, wherever she is, I look at her as Baba's child, instrument, surrender, and I kind of, whatever their needs are physically or spiritually, I'm very much aware of. But some even don't know how to take care of surrender, sister, or because you have source for everything, money and all that, but the other one doesn't have. If I remember a very interesting story. Dadi Janki said that from retreat center in London, money was stolen every night in the morning. So it became like a voice, who is doing it? So the brother who was doing went to Dadi Janki and said, Dadi, I am the one. Because I don't have money to buy brush. I don't have money to buy this. So I have to steal. So Dadi called instruments and said, is it not your duty to ask, give, provide? When I come here, I always ask Kalaban, do everyone have socks? Do everyone has woolen? Has everyone have a jacket? Some can go and buy, right? They have their own money, but some don't. So I think this, the care and the sustenance, which is very important, and that much you can expand, otherwise you will be just sitting. Either you doing it or... So what I noticed, which I now could see the solution, that when someone is right from that center, has taken birth spiritually through you, and they get along very well because I have to, because they are... But you can see the difference. If someone from somewhere else come, it's a different kind of attitude towards them. So I think that looking at everyone, value their life, look at their future. Any good experience I can give, I always tell everyone if at present we are not kingdom of God, forget about future. God is with us and we are God's family and it's God's kingdom. So why are you dreaming golden age if you cannot create that there? I always tell. And also always remember, as long as you stay together, leave such memorials that even if you are not together, you will always remember. Like we say, 20 souls left Yagya one day. And when people ask why you left, they are still remembering Baba. They said, I had difficulty of sanskars. So I remember when Baba says, become Bab Saman is what? Even someone, because of whatever reason, left, but I still call them, ask them if they need anything. Every time they meet me, you need some money, you need some clothes, because you might say it's physical, it's not really physical. It's like making souls feel that yes, you belong to us, it's one family, and doesn't matter whether you are in Harmony House or you are somewhere else, That kind of relationship I maintain, even with others, but I am talking about immediately. So even we had, different character, different personality, different way to do things, and sometimes a lot of argument, some fights also, but still we are together for 50 years, or ask anyone who is not in that somewhere, they are always around us. Because I feel that gives such something so beautiful to each one that when they leave even, that feelings should be very good towards each other. That when I stay, so when he took care like this or this. But not, so this is what I avoid confrontation, I avoid arguments, and for me, whatever anyone is, even there are some souls, won't see them even for a whole week, but I will still try to reach and phone or say Om Shanti and try to communicate. And that's what my feelings are. Today I was thinking that if that love and the care and sustenance is there, especially those who are now, one of the, all over the world, even now when they will come Brazil, nobody wants to surrender, nobody wants to leave job, nobody. But if some are ready, then how much we should make them feel belonging so that they have some future. Looking at them, maybe others will be inspired. But if they find that no, they're not anywhere in yagya, so then others won't be. These are yagya things which we should be little bit of aware of. And just to see that what did I get? If 30 years I am, what did I get from my senior? At least give that much, no? Brother Ed used to live here. So he was doing insurance, lot of things. So somebody was standing and also he said it's always good that more than 2 ears can hear. And I liked the way he said that maybe I don't catch everything. So I am a person also from very beginning come, you also listen. I try to see that we work together, we work as a team. Because learning is happening. What Brahma Baba taught me, what Dadi Prakashmani taught me, that's what Brahma Baba also, very much belonging, very much that closeness in relationship is there. Little things, we call them differences, we call it, this one is not this one is not this. Everyone is different, right? So yes, when you both fight, you come to me. I will see what to do.
I have a long story that I have to tell you about Dev Bhai. He does this.
When you will come in front of me, it will become short.
That's right, I will. Actually, I might be affected. There's something going around now. It's called kalaitis, and it's kind of a slippery memory. And so sometimes that happens.
So,
what you do then? Caught it from her. But I just wanted to follow up, if we have some time, with that sense of the difference of styles. Okay, some people like to engage and talk and process and think about it and do this and go on and on and on and deeper and more and that, and others are like, well, let's just kind of go into some silence and do it differently. Is there any way to help recognize the difference of somebody and to change how that interaction might move forward?
Sometimes it could be culture-based also, sometimes, of course, spiritual. I had that difficulty a lot when I was a traveler. To start going, I was still in 30s. And something happened and this person shout, So I say, okay, I am quiet and I don't. And then she said, let's talk. I said, what? And I thought that more you keep going on and on, your sanskars becoming stronger, your habits are. So I don't know how to. I don't even know how to argue, honestly. I just say, well, but that's what you think. So you are true that there are this, but then now, somebody is trying to call it over.
My stomach.
Oh, they're feeding you a lot, right? So that's true. I feel that some like to go on and on a lot, and some don't. For me, it's done, it's over, maybe some settling of karmic account. But I don't want that sanskar to keep going on through verse and again. Because I don't know if we are settling or we are creating. If we are settling, but then there are it remains in their heart, right? So you need to let them talk and say whatever they want. Some of us can easily, like Daddy Janki one time said, like I don't have habit of proving things, right? So someone said something about me and I said, okay, Daddy, if you believe I have done that, it's fine, but I haven't. I said to her, I haven't. But anyway, she told someone 2 hours. And then she called me, she said, you were right. So I said, you should have told me. I said, I haven't done. I haven't said it. So either you believe it or you find out, right? But she said, so much time goes, so many thoughts go. Of course it will go because... So she just immediately said, you should have said it again also, that I did it. It was a very small thing, like, somebody wanted to go to some country. She was very interested and so I don't remember, but she said, Daddy, she told, I can't go. Said, I haven't said she should go, why not, Now to find out, you can keep spending time, but I spoke truth. So I don't have to prove for anything, no? So I feel that if you are honest, you are truthful, you have just one thing, you don't feel like keep going on, right? But other person, they have to prove it. They say if you tell one lie, you have to at least tell 100 to make that one that it was not a lie. That's what I learned as a child, that it's good to speak truth and that is once for all, right? But sometimes in truth and frankness, people are a bit stronger in their words and get forceful. That's also not proper, both say. So we have for me, our age, our values, our way within Lokik and Alokik, the way we are brought up is completely different. So sometimes you don't have even solution because you haven't gone through that. One of the question has come, and this person is saying without name, talk to someone and said to ask me, ask Didi, isolation. Do we put someone in isolation or that person puts oneself in isolation? You're invited, come for meeting, you are invited. No, right? Come for a Vyakti Parivar, no. You sit in your room, spend hours. Any time comes, you start feeling lonely, right? But then Baba's morning class, Baba's family come and eat together. There is so much we can be together, right? Actually, sometimes I feel I should be isolated. So nobody puts you in isolation, but we isolate ourselves. That's what you feel, what you think.
I'm thinking of the difference between silence and kind of going beyond and being alone and isolating. And it can go both ways. You can feel that you're isolated from somebody else, or you can create that inside that you don't want to do and you keep kind of closing things off. So what would be a way to look at how to be in silence and still feel connected, as opposed to finding reasons to cut yourself off from others?
I like to be with people. Since my first center, we were 14 of us, 5 brothers and big center. I always like big family because I am brought up in an extended family. We were 40 members. in a very big campus kind of house, was given to us, British time, for 40 of us, little children, cousins, this. Because after partition, we got this big place. And we were taught how to live, how to respect younger, older, oldest, every little value was taught about that. How to connect with nature, sun, birds, share food with Brahmin, it's like all kind of. Then Red Cross partition, sharing food, compassion, orphan children, how to help them. So, lot of different values. But I think that you can be with lot of people, but still you can be you. That's what is important. Anytime you think or say what the other person, doesn't work. Always somewhere wrong. So as much you listen to your own inner self, keep to your principles, your values in relationship with others. I think that becomes very good. Baba used to love me, Brahma Baba, because of many of these Lokik things he used to see. Mama also had a lot of love. Okay.
Shanti, thank you.
Thank you. I got the signal like this.
Yeah, my clock has stopped. Battery is gone. Okay.